welcome back to the Kinda Athletic podcast. We are going to cover the top 25 NBA players of the 2000s.
Yes.
So it's a ESPN list that was released a little bit ago. I know we just covered the top 100 total athletes, but there was also
Did we do baseball?
Yeah,
already?
there was a list of
Okay.
the MLB, NBA, and NFL. We've kind of done the NBA already.
America.
So yeah, we're going to cover the NBA
Do
today.
the soccer one. Make Sam. Yeah,
Oh, that'd
this
be-
is going to be fun.
That'd be bad.
Sam
if we
loves
did
the
soccer.
NBA. He watches it really
Oh,
closely.
yeah, all the time. All
knows
the
it.
people in the comments know how much I'm just so great at basketball.
Well, anyways,
Anyways.
it's great at basketball. It's just your memory. They've never seen you hoop.
Oh,
Sam's got a couple of three balls down.
every once in a while.
Once in a while is a strong
Hey,
word.
you know what? It's okay. It was a work league. It was a
All
good
right.
time. Luka Doncic, number 25.
I think that's probably fair. I think there's a couple players I kind of have looked ahead. There's probably a couple players that he will pass.
I think it's a good
Um,
place to start just because has obviously been
He's
very
young.
good.
Yeah.
Been good in the playoffs. Hasn't gone quite far enough yet.
He went to the championship
But-
last year.
True. Very true. Yeah, see, this is where the NBA
There's
knowledge is
the
just-
knowledge, baby.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think he will pass. He's going to be in the top 10, top
Yeah.
5 argument. Again, I think there's a couple players on this list up here that I think is a little bit, whoa. Sam's messing with the entire thing for no reason, guys. No,
I got it. We're good. Everyone loves this.
Okay. Luka at 25, I agree. I think it's fine. He's still young. I'm not sure exactly his age, but he's going to be fine. 25.
Yep.
24.
Ooh, Pau Gasol.
I agree. Pau was, besides Shaq, was probably Kobe's best second
Big man.
player.
Yeah.
Just second player in general. I mean, you can go through the list and think of all the players that were there. You had Steve Nash, who wasn't good at the time. You had Dwight Howard, who just didn't pan out. You had, I don't even know all the other players that
I'm
Kobe
trying to
played with. Meta
think.
World Peace. You had
Oh,
Lamar
yeah, yeah.
Odom. You had,
D'Angelo Russell, I think for a little bit, but he wasn't.
yeah,
he
you
was
had,
young.
you had D'Angelo Russell, and you had Lonzo and Julius Randle, I believe, were all played with him. Brandon Ingram. Not a lot of like great players. When they traded him, it's funny. They traded, I believe, Marc Gasol for Pau Gasol, and Pau Gasol was a stud. He's probably Spain's best player ever. Hall of Famer, won a couple of championships. Super
two-time.
good. Yeah, super good. I'm okay with that. I think he deserves the respect he gets. Westbrook, one of Seattle's finest.
So sad.
Um,
Drafted him never to play on the Sonics.
Russell Westbrook, to me, is a total stat stuffer.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's won MVP, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 3-time assist leader, 2-time point leader, All-NBA leader in triple doubles. So, like, right there, you just see all the stats. It's hard to say that he's a winner. He has not won anything non-individually. I think he's
Yeah,
been to the
nope.
final one time when it was with Durant and
It was Durant and Harden.
when everyone was on but then he hasn't done anything since. He's probably the most athletic player the NBA's ever seen, besides maybe Ja Morant now. He deserves to be on this list. That's again maybe one where I'm like, Luka might be.
I don't think
even
yet.
right, but it's close.
He-
It's close.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, obviously, like
Yeah.
right now, who would you rather have, Doncic? But
Well,
even
yeah.
at like the beginning of their careers,
That is tough.
it's
To think
it's a
about
lot
that,
it's a
yeah.
lot closer than you think. So Luka again, that's someone who if you were like, oh yeah, Westbrook at 25 and Luka at 20, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever.
So we recently just covered a fight on the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, here we go,
Seahawks training
Lord fight
camp.
of them all.
And that's where Draymond Green
Draymond Green.
yeah.
Draymond Green should be on this list in this era.
Oh, he's so
Obviously,
funny.
the Warriors. I mean, if all three of
They
them are
should
not
all
on
three
it,
be on
Clay,
there.
Steph will
Yeah.
definitely. Clay should be on it as well. Core underrated, underappreciated. Was never
Oh,
a splash
defensive.
brother, but defensive mastermind.
For
Could guard
sure.
anyone 1 through 5. Obviously, the off the court antics and stuff probably.
Got him a little bit lower. but
Yeah,
that's
I mean, I don't
okay.
even know about lower. It just hurts his reputation, I think, more.
Yeah.
He is a very, very, very underappreciated player from the Warriors dynasty, which I think is kind of over.
Yeah, I think they'll be in the playoffs, but
The West
I don't
is so
even- yeah.
tough too, and like John Morant coming back and everyone
Yeah,
with the so it's gonna be tough. But I don't know. I agree though. 22 is fine. Again, Luka maybe, but I mean he has the rings and stuff that kind of go behind him.
Yeah.
I personally think like Pau Gasol was better than Draymond as a
Yeah.
role player and everything. I know Pau didn't have like a defensive, but Pau was so he's like a Tim Duncan, but not as good.
Yeah.
Just so fundamental, easy go, like whatever, chill, whatever. I don't know. Another foreigner.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker. Again, underappreciated. I think I'd be interested to see if Manu is over him. Because that big three, I think, is maybe one of the most like non-flashy big threes ever. Tim Duncan's
like
definitely
played the game
list.
of basketball well.
Yeah, they just played the game really well. Obviously, he came in the league young. He had Popovich. I think if he didn't have Popovich, he would have failed, to be honest. I would agree with that. I think he was very underappreciated. I agree. I mean, obviously, Hall of Famer, 4-time champion, MVP of the 6-time All-Star. I agree.
Another Sonic.
Oh, my boy.
Ray Allen.
He has to be on this list. He's one of the best three-point
shooting
shooters.
god.
He literally was the best three-point shooter for, I don't know how long it was.
20 years?
Well, not 20
not quite
years.
20 years,
No,
but 2 decades.
He was definitely, I mean, just playing-wise. Sorry, I thought you were saying like record holder. Yeah. I think record holder was only like 2 or 3 years, to be honest. It wasn't very long because Steph caught him. He is arguably the best spot-up shooter of all time. I know that Klay Thompson will probably be above him, which I obviously bias-wise. I mean, they both were Seattle guys. I mean, obviously Washington State Sonics, both sides. I think Ray Allen was a – I don't know. I think it's hard. Klay Thompson was a super, super good defender more all around. Ray Allen was just
offensive.
Especially with the Sonics. Like, if you guys have never looked up Sonic highlights of Ray Allen.
He was so good.
Everyone knows him from the Celtics and the Miami Heat and stuff when he's just sharpshooter, just corner, and you just hit him. The Sonics, dude, he brought the ball up the floor. He handled the ball. He dunked. He
played for the Bucks too, and it's pretty solid.
He was so a very, very good player. Anthony Davis.
I don't agree with that.
I don't like
but
it.
That's just
too injury prone.
Yeah.
When healthy, he should be on this lead list, but injury prone. Again, Pau Gasol. Just based off the injuries, I think if Anthony Davis has a healthy career, he's probably in the top 10. But with these injuries, 19 might be even high.
NBA champion. It was 2020, and
the COVID
the bubble
year or whatever. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think he would be higher and better if he didn't get injured. I think that goes for anyone. But when he's healthy, yes, he's probably the best center power forward in the league. 19 might be a little high, but it's hard because I don't know everyone below him is probably fair. I think I would put Ray Allen above him just because Ray Allen was that guy.
Yeah.
And Ray Allen led the Sonics to the playoffs a couple times, I believe, by him. He had Rashard Lewis, and that was really it. Anthony Davis has been okay. It seems like everywhere he's gone, he's still had players. People forget that he had DeMarcus Cousins, who was at the time the best center in the league. He's obviously had LeBron. He's had players that have helped him, but 19 might be a little high. 18 AI, pound for pound, the best player ever.
Yeah, I feel like he was very good. I'm just kind of interested because did he play a lot in the 90s?
I think he started his career in the 90s.
That's what I was, because I feel like that's a little low.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that had a fall off.
Yeah, that is true.
He definitely played in the 90s and the early 2000s because he played against Shaq and Kobe, and they were late 90s, early 2000s.
Because he won the MVP.
He was an MVP. I mean, he was ridiculous, but he really fell off when he went to, I think it was Denver. He went and played with Melo.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
then everything after that. He went to Memphis, I believe, and then
just was not
went
the
back
same.
to the 76ers. Yeah, he slowed down, and that's just age. 18's probably fair. He was, again, pound for pound the best ever. Oh.
So he is higher. Ginobili.
I felt like they should be closer together. Manu was very underappreciated, 6-man for a while and played and blah, blah. It's hard to say he should be lower. I feel like Tony Parker should be closer to him. But he was so good. I mean, he just was the total package. He was all out hustle. He just wanted to be that guy. Obviously a 4-time champion, Hall of Famer, 2-time All-NBA. Only a 2-time All-Star is kind of crazy to me. Again, just not the flashiest, but just played the game so dang well.
The next one's kind of funny.
Kawhi kind of has that same issue lately with Anthony Davis to me. He doesn't play.
Hasn't stayed healthy.
He doesn't play.
No.
How can you say he's one of the best when he doesn't play?
Yeah.
When he plays, he's really good. He doesn't play. So, it's
plays.
I just don't. I mean, obviously, it's he's got 2 and Finals MVPs. First Canadian. I think led the Raptors. Their first title was Canada's first ever. He's an NBA champion, 6-time All-Star. Again, healthy. He's unreal. But, like, he can't stay healthy. And so, like, to me, I look at some of these players below and just go, like, Draymond Green stays healthy.
Yeah.
Is Draymond Green better than Kawhi Leonard when
No.
healthy? No. But he stays healthy. So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, but 16's probably okay because, again, probably healthy. He's probably in the top 10. Underappreciated. The best,
Chris
arguably,
Paul.
besides, like, obviously, I think Steph, he's probably the best point guard ever, like, in our or in our generation, I guess, because obviously, like, Magic and stuff. Very good. Can't win a ring for his life.
Nope.
And now he's going to go to the
Yeah.
Spurs and not win a ring. I don't have much to say. Chris Paul is that guy. He was so good. Another point guard, there's probably two that I can think that are better than him overall. I would say Steve Nash.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe Kidd. I mean, because I just know that
Yeah.
because Jason Kidd was on the list. I don't remember if he was higher or lower, but obviously if I don't see him. But
He's one spot ahead. Jason
you
Kidd.
can coin flip them. They are both very good. Obviously, Kidd might have the edge because he won a championship. That might help him. But, I mean, not much to say. I think they're both very, very good.
Both solid point guards for sure.
13, James, I think that might actually be a little low. I think James Harden is one of the best isolation.
Dude, he was so good for like a
Rockets.
3-4 years, 3-4 year span. Guy was insane.
I just think that when
he was a scoring machine.
yeah, and I think
3-time scoring leader.
an MVP, he's the best besides maybe like Durant, and maybe I'm missing someone. But isolation basketball, he is like the best that I've ever seen for a long time. And does he ball hog and stuff? You can say that, but he also was a 2-time assist leader. Like, you can't say he's a ball hog.
Yep. He was 6th man of the year. It's
He's
kind of cool.
definitely one of the better scorers that we've seen in the game in a long time. I'm okay with 13.
Steve Nash.
He's gonna get it because of his
2-time
accolades.
MVP.
Yeah, back to back when he probably shouldn't have won it. He's Canadian.
Gonzaga's finest.
He didn't go to Gonzaga.
I'm thinking
Stockton.
of Stockton.
There's the NBA knowledge, boys
great
and girls.
guys. It's awesome.
2-time MVP. I mean, he was ridiculous. I don't remember. It was in the playoffs. He hit a fadeaway going into the corner 3 to tie. Like, he was just, he's so good. So good. And then he also could play soccer, basically better than anyone. 11, Giannis, fair. Giannis is the closest thing I think we've had to LeBron.
Yeah.
He's just a cheat code. I think he's only getting better still. He's a 2-time MVP already. He's won the championship for the Bucks, which is crazy to think Milwaukee has a championship because Milwaukee's such a small market. He really was drafted as like a nobody, I feel like.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know who he was. Long, lengthy,
he wasn't
so
great.
skinny. No, he couldn't
To
really
start,
figure it out
yeah.
and really turn it around. I think he deserves that.
Dirk.
Dirk should be higher. He revolutionized the game.
14-time All-Star.
He changed the game, and he played 21 years, I think, for the Mavs straight. And I think that's the longest, like, in almost a lot of sports.
Yeah.
He changed the entire game. I don't think it should be that much higher because, like, off the top of my head, I mean, I remember the top 100 list. You're going to have Shaq. You're going to have KG, Durant, LeBron, Kobe, just to name a few. But, like, again, Dirk, he changed the game. Like, 7-footers aren't supposed to shoot threes.
No.
And this is this is like the prodigy of. I mean,
Yeah.
he's 7 foot and he does everything. Durant should be higher. Durant, I mean, he proves it every year. Everyone's like, yeah, he's getting old. Write him off.
Still just won in the Olympics. So.
Dude does. I mean, literally, yeah. You can look at his accolades: NBA 75th team, 2-time champion, 2-time Final MVP, 14-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP.
Did you say it's like 5 Olympic golds now or something?
Yeah,
4
5
maybe?
Olympic goals, which is the record. 10-time All-NBA, 4-time scoring leader, Rookie of the Year, and an MVP.
Yeah.
He might
has
be
everything.
the best pure just scorer ever.
Yeah.
8, Wade, he should be lower. I love Dwayne Wade. Such a stud. He's not better than Dirk. He's not better than Durant. I take both of them over their careers. You could probably even go lower. Yeah, maybe not. I would probably put him at 10. But it's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like no disrespect. He was so good, but he couldn't win without anyone, which is not easy. I'm not just pinning that on him. Everyone needs someone. He had to have Shaq, and then he had to have LeBron and Bosh, which was crazy. But
Crazy guys.
I just think if you were to tell me, do you want Durant or Dirk or Dwayne Wade, my order would probably go Durant, Dirk, Dwayne Wade.
I
And
agree
that's
with you.
it's no disrespect. Those are 3 guys that you could coin flip. I think they're all very good. 7, Jokic. Again, kind of, he's changed the game and like made it old school but new school. Because people are like, oh, 7-footers can't do this. But there was Sabonis, his dad, who played for the Portland. He could pass better than probably Jokic, which is insane. Not much to say.
Jokic
I'm going to leave
has
it.
been crazy.
I'm going to leave it at that. Jokic is ridiculous. 6, KG. If you have anything to say, you say it. Most intense guy in the league ever. Scary. Deserves it. 5, Shaq. Yep, don't need to say anything. 4, and see, now this is like Shaq and Duncan you could probably flip if you wanted to. I'm curious 3's got to be Curry then. Because he can't be
champion.
can't
They're
be,
both 4-time champions, so.
yeah, they're both about. Again, I think you could flip a coin. I wouldn't be mad. Curry proved it again at the Olympics. He deserves to be. He might be the best point guard of all time. He might be passing Magic Johnson. He's changed the game as well. He's so good.
Yeah,
that means number
3-point shooter.
Yeah, and that means number 2 is going to be Kobe. Rest in peace. And then that number 1's LeBron. Honestly, you could flip Kobe and LeBron. I wouldn't be mad, but I obviously understand why LeBron's number 1. He has all the accolades. But
and is he the all-time leading scorer? Or
yeah.
Okay. I know he was getting very close recently.
Yeah,
so.
I think there's only a couple changes I personally make. I think Wade drops a little bit. I think Harden might go up maybe a spot over Steve Nash. I think Kawhi drops a little bit. I think Anthony Davis drops a little bit, and everyone else just moves up. Otherwise, I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone. I'd be like, yeah, put them on.
Yeah.
There probably is some people I could think of, but that's the list I got. So I'm okay with it. Honestly, I think most of those people deserve to be on it, and I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Oh, actually, I don't know where Klay Thompson is. I think Klay Thompson should probably.
That is a good one.
Klay Thompson, he's got to be fringe, but like, I'm going like again. I think he's more. I don't know about impactful than Green. It's close. He's definitely close. I'm trying to think of someone I would kick off the list.
I don't feel like he's better than Westbrook just for.
But like, it's hard because like I think he was better. Like his prime was better than Manu's, but I think Manu's been better longer. Like to me, I think injuries do affect my decisions a lot. Davis again, healthy, amazing. Kawhi, healthy, amazing. They don't stay healthy, so I wouldn't be like mad if you were to be like, because of health, we're gonna do that. But yeah, Klay Thompson I think should hover this list. I don't know where he would be on this, but that's fair. That's our list.
Yeah, that is the top 25 NBA players according to ESPN of the 2000s.
Sweet.
Thanks for watching the Kind of Athletic podcast. Please make sure to like and subscribe on all of our social medias, and we will see you next week.